hopping on with Roddy XV. He's got the sniper. I know this guy. I've played against him a few times. He's a pretty good solid player here. He's just not even trying to get it, but he is getting locked down from shots from multiple positions and is taken out. And they steal that sniper. I don't know if that's true. Yeah, that's a lot of ease.
Trek,
okay. Yes. There, he doesn't really hit the mark there, but still even. Struggle for map control here at the beginning of it. Shady does get taken down, and the rest of the team for Waystation is trying to move up and take Trek out and get their sniper back, because he stole that sniper, I believe, from Roddy. So old Mr. CJ does go down. He's still trying to snipe here, Trek. He hasn't really been able to hit many of the shots, but at least he's wasting the bullets and not allowing them to utilize this. He's trying to move in here. One of his teammates goes down. He is on the flank. It looks like he's going to get it, but he gets double teamed and taken out. And that goes two down, for the side of Dazed, and that will sort of it shuts down that little bit of control that they had with Trek on that side of the map.
Absolutely, and I think like off the rip, we saw a very impressive play there by Waystation. They were able to get both snipers, the quantum translocator, and put the enemy team 2 down pretty quickly. So, I mean, it is now at an impasse. This is a very difficult map to play your advantages, you know? I think it's gonna be a long one. I mean, I don't think we're gonna go to 3 flags here. I think it's gonna be who can capitalize on their moments, you know, because there are players on both teams who can pop off, and you know, it's who can build on that, who can extend their map presence, who can trap the spawns off the back of all this slaying power that we're seeing from Germ, you know, that we're seeing from Shady, you know, and who can really kind of press past the 50-yard mark, because it's pretty difficult on this map.
Yeah, we do get a pull from Roddy, but he goes down almost immediately as he pulls that flag. We've seen a lot of back and forth slays here where, you know, 3 have gone down from one team and then 3 go down for the other team moments later. So really back and forth right now. No real semblance of map control. We are getting a pull here by the side of Dazed. Old Mr. CJ putting the snipes down on both those players. He's going to be able to convert that kill. His teammates are, and that sort of shuts it down. They are continuing their flag run. This looks like a big moment for Waystation. Dazed really has to push forward to try and prevent this from going in. And I don't know if they're going to be able to get the map presence with old Mr. CJ really locking down that side of the map with the sniper. And they put it in. Side of Waystation up 1-0, and like a flash, they take the lead.
Absolutely, and you know, that was excellent work there. Not just focusing on getting the return, but I mean, sometimes the best form of defense is good offense, and we saw that there. I mean, pulling the flag not only distracted the enemy team, it also led to them being able to press their advantage when the enemy flag carriers went down.
Yeah, they're really pressing their advantage again. A few of them do. Roddy does go down. Tyra is aware of who is on their flank. She is pushing in. She gets the kill on Shady, which was big. That's a big kill. Advantage.
Yeah, I think
trying to press.
Yeah, and I think here now this is going to be a big moment, because you go 2 down here and the map is functionally over. So you want to hold here at their S2, and unfortunately they're a bit bunched up. But at the moment, that's exactly what you want to be. I mean, they're in the right place, so you know, I'm not too worried for them here.
I'd like a little bit more spacing, just because the nades coming in that little corner there can be devastating if there were enough people there, and you could have somebody that went on the flank. But they were able to shut it down. But it kind of looks like both teams are sort of bunched up on opposite sides of the map. But the problem is that's a great no-scope out of Tyra onto Shady. He didn't see that one coming. He gave him a haircut. Shady, he goes down, but Tyra does get taken out eventually by Bump and Scatter, who is pacing the lobby right now. Second pacing the lobby behind Tyra with 6 kills, and Tyra with 7. So that was a big kill. awesome no scope, but Shady gets taken down again by Ken Philby Jr. here.
Yeah, they really need to start working the way out here because they're playing at Waystation's pace now. Waystation are kind of dictating how this game is being played. They're being very aggressive. Now that could backfire, but it is forcing Dazed into their own base, and they're basically trapped at the moment, just trying to win their pivs and get have that extra few seconds before the next wave seems to come in at them.
Yeah, that was a great play by old Mr. CJ. Really sneaky to get around that corner and play his life. Now he's pressing their advantage. He goes for the melee multiple times and misses, and that unfortunately costs his own life. But here Germ is able to get a double. He's going for the triple, but that flag does get pulled. It does appear that it is not going to continue to be moved as Germ and the rest of his squad are there, shutting it down. We'll see what happens here. QT, though, QT's back in, but he does get taken down eventually, unfortunately. As we look at Roddy's getting some vent control, and he's picking up the QT himself, and they're going to continue to control this QT by the side of Waystation, which, it's interesting to see how teams, it's only been in for a few weeks, how these teams will start using it places like there by using the QT. And right now, it's like you said, most of the match has been played on the Dazed side of the map. They really need to try and push out and get a little bit better map presence so that they can, rather than just playing defense the whole time, they can put the other team, Waystation, on their heels and maybe make them play a little bit more defense than offense.
Yeah, and I think the QT, what we see, it's not as powerful as the camo is on this map, but I will say that it allows you to play a lot more aggressively. What you'll see is players going in, getting their 2, getting their 3. They feel like they're not going to get that 4, and they get the hell out of there. And, they get to retreat at their own pace. They get to get their shields back and come back with, with their, hearts full and their weapons loaded,
That was a huge play. To get that trade on that flag there. It enabled the whole. It was a full squad wipe of Waystation, by Waystation of Dazed, and it looked like it was going to be a good flag run, but they were able to cut off, the angle of pursuit, and they were able to just shut down that flag run when it got to about the 50-yard mark, which is huge. Roddy here playing his life. He's teaming up with his team on the S1 side of the base. He's trying to push through, get a different angle. And we had somebody drop. It looks like somebody has been dropped from the game. So welcome back.
And we're
Thank
back.
you. Yeah, welcome back. They set the time at 4 minutes. Waystation needs 2 caps to win, and Dazed needs 3. So hopefully that will be the last lag out we have of the night, but no promises. This is Halo Infinite. So welcome back, and pleased to be casting as I said before with Delta.
Yeah, it's feelings mutual, man. So
Huge
yeah, I mean,
no scope there by Tyra, but she does go down, and that's 3 down for the side of Dazed. And now Shady has the snipe, and he's working to get map presence with it, control some of these angles.
pretty full snipe. That's going to be weighing down his back pocket. So that getting turned over there could be huge because I mean this thing's going to be in play for a while.
Yeah, and Ken Philby Jr. there, big melt of of Shady with his teammate there, but he's not able to make the no scopes happen, and Ken goes down. And we're kind of here at an impasse, as you were saying before, where players are sort of trading out at this point, and no real control of the map has been made by either team here at the start of or at the restart, should I say. 0-0 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left is not a lot of time for the side of Dazed to really get a flag moving. The side of Waystation just really needs to play some defense here. And whether they choose to play defense here for the full 2.5 minutes, I would doubt it. But, they can do that if that's what they so choose.
Oh, Roddy 15 goes down. They're going to have to recover that sniper. But in the meantime, 2 pushing here in pistol. Good swap out here, and it looks like they're going to be able to make that flag pull. Now, I think they were able to get those spawns. No, the spawns are still a bit messy here. So we've got some back, we've got some sniper, and this is going to be a bit of a puzzle to work out. Now, the flag is off the pedestal, so I mean, it's going to be a little easier for them to push up, but I think with the spawners coming in now, that's going to be the end of the push.
And that was unfortunate because I felt like they got a full 4 down, and old Mr. CJ spawned up, and he was in snipe just looking at the flag one, which was really unfortunate because with all 4 going down, you would have thought that maybe that Daze could have really pushed that flag a little bit further along. But it does look like somebody is running the flag here for is now it's still sort of
Yeah, it's for Way Station.
It is for Way Station. No, yeah, it was for Way Station. They almost got it all the way back on their base with a counter pull, but here we are. That flag's gonna be
unfortunately CJ. Unfortunately, CJ just couldn't, you know, follow the damn train.
Yeah, I mean, you know, off the pedestal, and another pull coming out of the side of Dazed. Don't really have numbers here on this side of the map with 1 down, but 1 down for each team. But this is going to be huge. Roddy is able to take out Germ, but then there's another pickup in touch, but that's 4 down for the side of Dazed. And with that wipe, that flag run is going to be put back on the pedestal. But he, oh my goodness, he thrustered it forward. He is just lucky that he repulsed that forward, and there was no time left because that could have been a blunder. As we look at this,
absolutely
2 go down for the side of Way Station. A lot of pulls by the side of
30
Dazed,
seconds left.
Not a lot. With 3 down for the side of Way Station, this is their chance. I know they're only 2 up. The spawners are coming up. Germ is in the base. He's going to have to wait for his team support as all these guys are spawning back around Germ. Germ's trying to play his life and put some damage in. Waiting for the Calvin to
needs
come
to
around.
touch his flag. Oh,
he doesn't get the touch, and it looks like that's probably going to end it. And that was a close.
And you know, can't make it without G. So yeah, we're kicking off here now. We're following Germ. A couple of fights there off the rip. No real map control gathered by Dazed Clan from what I can see. I think they favored Rail, but has Trek gotten the rockets there? No, I believe that the carrier went down.
Yeah, I'm not sure who got the rockets. It was really standoffish there. Each team sort of playing their side a little bit, trying to protect from anybody getting the rockets. Germ playing his life well here, taking a lot of damage, dealt quite a bit. Excuse me, coming in to try and help his teammates out, but very, very slow start to the stage. Well, everybody's sort of playing their angles at this point with a 2-1 game. At this point, we're on with Roddy. He's kind of controlling the top. You know, patrolling, gets an assist there, and it goes up to 3. It's 3-2, and he's going to look to push up with his team and try and lock this team and force them to stay trapped onto the A side of the map. He doesn't really have a lot of support so far, as the Stalker does go through, and Roddy finishes off kill. Shady does go down, so we're at 4-3. Roddy's taken down. We're at a 5-3 game, I believe, so it's back and forth right now. No one's out of it. Trek with the shotgun. He's looking for somebody to put some bullets into, but he's been pushed back by the side of Way Station.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, he does get the kill. He does see Mr. Stipe up there. I didn't think he noticed him either there. And with a double kill, he's playing his life really well. He's got this shotgun. They have to be leery of him. They can't get too close or they're going to be put on the death screen. I agree with you, though, there, Delta. I really thought he was in trouble and didn't see old Mr. CJ there, but he did end up seeing him. He's taken quite a bit of damage here, but playing his life really well. He's going to end up going down. No, he does not. He gets one before with Shady. The laser, the toaster oven melts, and it's a 2v1 situation and a pretty back and forth game as it's 11-8 in the side of Dazed, actually, at this point, with those great plays by Trek with the shotgun.
That was a 3v2. That was a 3v2 kind of 4v2 situation there. That Germ managed to negotiate because I mean, the Way Station were pushing B, and they were spawning B, and they kind of left CJ on an island up on front of them, and that allowed Dazed Clan to kind of start rolling on them. And in this situation now, I mean, we're seeing a 15-9 lead. That's exactly what you want to see if you're a Dazed fan, because, like, you know, after that really tight first game, they're opening up a lead now. They're putting down a flag, and they're saying, we're not done yet.
Yeah, and that was a great pickup of the rockets by Phil. He was able to get those rockets. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the first kill with them, but he did get a second kill with the... He did get a first kill, I guess, with the rockets. We got the red gun here. Old Mr. CJ playing a duo straddle. They're trying to get the pinch here on these remaining players. On the A side of the map, they do take down one player for the side of Dace. They take a second one down, and a third goes down. Old Mr. CJ is rolling right now, and this game has gotten a lot closer.
Absolutely. That was a great teamwork there. You know, to kind of like realize that your opponents are trapped and they have like, you know, they have a couple in the death screen there. So they're able to capitalize on that. But saying that now, Waystation go 3 down. Maybe they were just a bit too aggressive pushing in there to into Subway.
They were.
And
They kind of dropped down to palms, and they lost like their they lost the advantage of being high, and the whole side of Days spawned in C, and they stayed high, and they saw those guys that dropped down into the palms area, and they were able to push and kill all of them there, and sort of reset the map here. As now Days is sort of on the aggression right here. We're looking at Shady. He's trying to keep some shots popping. He's playing his life. He's helping his teammates out. Tyra's throwing out the sensor. She knows that Shady is down there trying to hunt him down. She runs into another player shooting him in the back. Tyra does take down Shady. It's 2v2 right now. This is a very high-paced match like we predicted. Shotgun in Tyra's hands. We'll see what Tyra's able to do with this. Her teammate was able to put in quite a few kills and really sort of pace them out into a lead. We're at 25-21. And it's kind of slowed down a little bit. People are trying to play their lives a little bit better, and we'll see what happens here with Tyra with this shotgun. If she is able, it doesn't seem to appear that she is the only one of her team that is on this side of the map. As the spawns are starting to come in on the C, they're sort of split spawning. But old Mr. CJ gets taken down. This is going to be a push. Bump and Scatter is running for his life. He's playing his life really well with this gun, but they find him and they get the nade on him, and Bump and Scatter gets put on the death screen. Bye-bye. And we're looking here. Count Phil B. Jr., this lead is up to 8 for the side of Dazed.
Absolutely. And we've seen Trek kind of just step it up there in the last few moments. Like, before that, we saw Tyra Snipes, like, leading with a proper captain's performance from her. And same with Ken Philby, just, like, you know, putting the slays down. And, you know, all these players are contributing very well. I mean, we're seeing 7 assists from Germ, 7 assists from Tyra. They're getting team fights and they're winning them.
Yeah, and Trek pacing it. Old Mr. CJ and Trek are the ones pacing the lobby right now. 11 for Trek, 10 for old Mr. CJ. But I would agree, the assists are a little bit higher on the side of Dazed, and that means they're taking more team fights. And these rockets are going to be huge. Whoever gets them, I don't know what happened there. I said whoever gets these rockets will be huge. It kind of lagged in and out there for me. We'll see what happens though.
That's all right. Like, we have Germ here playing around the rockets here. Goes down, maybe a bit too ambitious there. But yeah, I think here Bump and Scatter clearing out C is going to allow them to maybe play those rockets unless someone has snuck them away. No, Roddy has them. Looking for some targets here. They're all around B. So I believe he's going to just try and blast an opening here for his team. So that's one there for off Germ. The second now could really help his team kind of snowball their advantage. Shot into, unfortunately misses, but they now know that one is trapped in PD, and I can't. They're not long for this world.
No, they've cut that 8 kill lead in half when it was just down to 4. Though a couple do go down, it's back up to 5. So now it's important. That's a big kill by Ken Philby. He's not going to be able to keep his life there as Shady brings the red gun and puts him down. Now he has a little red gun shotgun action. We'll see what he's able to do with this, as the score is 37-32. We're approaching that 40 kill mark where things sort of slow down and people really play their lives. Really fast-paced, fun game here so far. And all those red gun, it's a double assist, and the game is now a 2-kill lead. One left in the PD. They go down as 37-36, and all 4 are up on the side of Waystation, and they're ready to push into those C spawns right away, aggressively pushing. See if they're a little bit smarter and don't just drop down into the grenade zone. They're playing a little bit smarter here, playing together a little bit better, but Shady is taken down. 2 go down, Scatter and Shady. 2 go down for the side of Dazed. It is 39-38, still a 1-kill lead. Germ's playing his life. He knows there's some players over there on that purple side. He's trying to play these rockets that are about to come up again. We'll see if he's able to get some of his teammates to help him out. A lot of shots fired. No one really able to get those rockets. That's a big kill by Tyra.
Germ's going to get a kill.
Oh, did he get the
Germ
kill?
has a-
Oh my goodness, I can't believe he gets the double kill though. That's a huge
Great play.
kill. Great play, 42-39. I really thought he would have gotten the kill with the rocket there, but he doesn't. And, you know, he's back on. He's putting some damage in. He does get taken down. And we're looking at a 44-40 game. Roddy trying to play his life. He's low. They triple push him. They're able to take him out. And it's a 5-kill lead, and it's getting to the point of almost no return at 45-40.
Yeah, and this fight out of PD is going to be... Oh my god, that's huge. That's massive. That really releases the pressure there, because they could have very easily gotten themselves trapped in PD. But that kill allows them the opportunity to kind of spread out around the A side and get a bit more map control. Now within 3 kills of the victory, and a 6-kill lead, now 2 and 7. So, I mean, this could be a big win for Dazed Clan. Really putting Waystation on their toes.
Need one more kill at 49-42. They're just going to have to try and find their trade somewhere. And I just want to say, look at Ken Philby. I was calling him out before, saying I thought he could pop off. And Trek is joining him, both with 15 kills each. Tyra pacing it with 12 assists. That's amazing. Still, no kill yet for the side of Dazed. They have not confirmed this win yet. It looks like they could get it, and they do.
Oh, there it is.
And Philby Jr. with this. See what happens here as we're jumping in with Germ to start off, and we'll see what they're going through bottom mid, and we'll see who gets the overshield and the sniper really, and that'll be the first contention to see what happens on the team that controls the map here.
Man after my own heart, going straight for the heat wave. You know, I mean, that's like best gun of the game. You know, ever since what they murdered my boy, the poor disruptor, you know, it's now the heat wave. 1,000,000% great gun. And you know, I think it's kind of a little overlooked here off the rip when it comes to strongholds, because it does allow a little bit of a flank onto B, but as we're seeing at the moment, it hasn't quite worked out for Dazed Clan.
No, I think they were trying to play the overshield a little bit too much there, and it ended up going into a momentary trip cap for the side of Waystation, which you never want to see, because that's just putting ticks on the board. But they're getting the slays now. 3 go down for the side of Waystation, and Dazed is looking for their own trip cap, but C is going to get converted before they get the trip cap. Overshield is still in the hands of Dazed. They seem a little flustered on the setup here. They're kind of rushing around. It doesn't look like anybody's calling out the setup like, hey, you get here, you cover this angle, I'll cover this angle. It kind of looks a little disorganized at this point, but you know, they got two hills and they're putting points on the board, so one might have said they're disorganized.
Yeah, I mean, I think like you don't want to have the majority of your team hanging around by pillars. I think we can all agree on that. But like at the moment, it does look like they're able to repel their borders. And if they're able to get a bit of S control, if they're able to get a bit of sandbags control, then we could be looking at a decent hold here. But saying that, it looks like flank has come in from Turbine, and A is flipped.
They flipped A, and they sent people to overshield, and Phil gets taken out. Roddy's got the overshield and your favorite gun, the scatter shot. He's putting damage in, taking people down. 3 go down for the side of Dazed, but he misses up the repulse there, and he gets taken out with a trade, though. He does get a trade, and somebody has been kicked from the game. So it was 50-34. I think that's what they're going to have to agree on. That's what it was when I looked at it. Welcome back. We're hopping back in here. They have already started. And they're play for the overshield here. Roddy gets taken down. Trek's putting some shots in. A lot of people going down. A lot of resources going down for this overshield, as it is a hold by Waystation. They aren't able to get the overshield, but they do get the slays and they do get the time. As Kim Philby Jr.'s putting in some damage, trying to get some kills by himself with this overshield. And maybe they'll start putting some points on the board, as they've been trip capped as so many people went down. He is forcing and going when he probably, I would say, stay there. Maybe he could have got the communication for his teammate that they were going to push in there, and he could have just stayed on C. But they are able to cap B and C momentarily, as Ken's overshield is worn down and it's fully gone. So we'll see what happens here as control is in Waystation's side. They did not give us a indication of whether this is a full reset or if they were going to go off based off of what they did before.
Yeah, and we'll see as it plays out here. But I do believe that it's most likely reset. If not, it's 15-point difference. But Off the rip here, very kind of impressive start from Waystation. Maybe using a bit of the info they got from the first game and how their opponents were setting up and trying to counter it. But yeah, it's a bit of a brawl here for A, and I believe that Waystation will be able to use that. Oh no, I don't believe the overshield is still in play. So Trek here needs to pop that in his chest and work his way over to B, because that's where the fight's gonna happen.
Yeah, that was a great play by Trek. He got the information to his teammates that the overshield was coming up and that he got some shots on that guy. They came in and cleaned up the kill, and he gets a double kill and the overshield. Unfortunately, most of the rest of his teammates have gone down. It's a triple kill. He's gone for the over. Is he going to get it? He misses the melee, but they're going to convert B as they take down 3 on 4 from the side of Waystation. But A, as soon as they get A, or B, A's being converted, but back and forth we go. Like you said, it's kind of a brawl right now, back and forth. Trek really been playing well with this noob. He's put it to good use against these players. And they're going to make a push towards A here, but 2 teammates down for Trek and Dazed. So he's going to move and get the sniper and try and get back to C, but they do have 2 hills. B is starting to get turned over. They're going to need to get some resources over here to B as he brings the sniper over to B, and we'll see what happens.
The big door player is going to be a problem. Roddy just hanging in there, and able to clear out the back. So this is not done. Oh my God! Manages to get the 2 taps there, and keeps control of B and puts 2 into the death screen. Now 3. Is that all 4 dead?
I mean, that was a great play by Roddy, just being sneaky, playing his life, and being in a position where no one realized where he was, and he was able to take out most of the team of Dazed. Even though it was a multi-kill at that time, he takes another one down. Roddy is starting to really heat up here in this game. Finally gets shut down by Tyra. Tyra's trying to get control of the snipes because, like you say, sniping the name, sniping your game, gets the no-scope there, no-scope body shot. Here we go. Tyra's starting to try and heat up with this sniper, and if she can heat up with this sniper, they can get back in this game. As you know, the first team to 100 is Waystation right now, and a 112-38 lead. That's pretty big. What a snipe though by Tyra. Tyra gets the next snipe. Oh my gosh, double kill, 2 no scopes. But the snipe turns over, and C's turning over. Oh, Mr. CJ, is he going to be able to do it, or is he going to die before he does? No, he lets it get. He plays his life, and it gets reset. He is trying to run for his life, but I think he's going to be called out. He's not called out. He's able to get 1, and that's a big play by him to take Tyra down. But 3 do go down for the side of Waystation, and we're on here with Ken Philby, and we almost have a trip cap, but B is getting converted as soon as they take A, and there's a lot of people from the side of Waystation spawning up here on the A side of the map.
Yeah, this B fight's going to be big, and it looks like they got a reset in here. But there's going to be all 4 members here fighting over B for Waystation, but they all go down. There's 1 left, and down goes old Mr. CJ. That's control of B gotten back, and they're going to cap A here because wisely they know that they're going to have the enemy spawning on C. So
yeah, no, I mean, they didn't get the reset on B. I know that they had 4 down, but somebody needed to put the reset on B because they are flooding B right now, and look at that. Someone did not step on B, and that is a huge blunder. I hate to call people out for mistakes here, but that's a big mistake. And now it was like one person just stepped on for 2 seconds, and now they got both control of both hills. I mean, putting points on the board, and that's crucial in a game where you're trailing by about 50 points.
Yeah, and Roddy there has been watching Bound play over the weekend, trying to do that nerdy little thrust up to bridge, but unfortunately, it takes a lot of practice. Now, this cap of A is very important that it happens very soon because the opponents are going to be able to just rain down grenades.
They were, and Roddy
from both ends.
Roddy has the snipe. Oh, Germ gets noob. That's a huge noob. As the overshield could have given them a little bit of an advantage. 2 do go down for the side of Waystation, excuse me. But Roddy has that sniper, and Roddy's showing he can hit some no-scopes too. Roddy's looking for a double kill here. Not going to be able to convert it, but he's going to reset B, and Roddy is really heating up with 15 kills. He is pacing the lobby, and look at that. A killing spree with that headshot. Amazing.
excellent play from Roddy. And I've got to say, like, it was all him that, like, his team are scoring now because of that play. I mean, his life there was extremely well played. It allowed for them to keep control of B and not get snowballed because all of his teammates went down.
And it just seems to be like Tyra or Roddy fighting back and forth for the snipe here. And whoever's had it seems to have control of the game. But wrong with Roddy again is they're trying to convert C as the spawners do convert B for the side of Dazed. That's a big kill on the Roddy by Ken. Ken over here is trying to put down some damage onto the people on the pushing B pillars. He does push them back even though he's lost his life. Germ taking on a 2v1, and that's not going to go really well. But Trek on the flank does get a kill. Roddy over here trying to play his life and put some damage in, but I think they're going to take him down too.
Oh my gosh.
3 down, and it's really back and forth here with the slays. But A is getting turned over. All these slays by the side of Dazed, and A gets turned real quick, and C, they're pushing C. It's going to be a huge Trek able to push back and repulse, you know, the person aggression towards him. He turns that over. It's always rotating. He's on the flank. Is he going to get it? He doesn't get the kill before. Oh, he does. They get the kill, but he repulses it. He repulsed it. He didn't realize he had the repulsor. It is still on the ground. Roddy is trying to play and get this overshield, but Roddy doesn't put it into his chest. It doesn't look like the side of Dazed is going to be able to do it either. And Dazed, with all this huge long fight, has been scoring tons of points since they've been in control of the map with the hills. And I'm not even sure who got that overshield, but Dazed is about to convert C. Big fights going on here, and this is going to be huge. B does get turned over. It looks like A has not been turned over yet, but they're moving on to it. Good assist, wingman here from Tyra. And it looks like they'll probably be able to convert this via, but is that Rodimus? No, that was not Rodimus in the back there repulsing people, I don't think. But
yeah, repulsing people's my job. You know, they called me the repulsor in high school. You know?
I don't think we're talking about the same repulsion.
So yeah, excellent play here. Really tied up here. I mean, 150 to 175, and I mean, with Dazed Clan scoring now, I mean, it's basically going to be a tight game before Waystation are able to make a mark on B.
Yeah, I mean, the side of we've just been seeing 3 go down for each team back and forth as Bump and Scatter's going to try his hand with the sniper. He does get a couple shots, so he's trying to play his life and get a little more information, maybe a little more control of the map, but he gets taken down. Trek moving in. They're trying to keep B in it, and the hole, and one is on the other side. It does get reset, though. Roddy playing his life. Roddy does get an assist there. He's trying to stay alive here. He knows the person on B pillars is lurking. That person on B pillars does make the push, but he's able to take him out with the team shots. That's huge. But like you said, I mean, we're at I believe that says 183, 176. So yeah, this has been a really back and forth game, and we're gonna see who's gonna win. That's a big kill by Roddy. I think he does know that there's other players on that side. He does get taken down. And it looks, oh no, but Bump and Scatter slides in for the reset. Great play. He does end up playing with his life, but he keeps his team scoring as Tyra's trying to get in C and convert C. Tyra's taken down, not able to convert C, so the scoring's still going in the side of Waystation. In this sweet game, we're tied 1-1. Whoever wins this game is going to be in control of the series. So it's big. Absolutely. And it's back and forth. I can't tell you who's going to win it.
Yeah, and let's not forget, this game started, or this reset started off with like maybe about a 60, 70 point advantage for Waystation. This has been a mega job from Dazed Clan to bring it back into contention. And yeah, we're seeing Bump and Scatter playing his life very well here around back A, or back B, pardon. And with this flip of A, we're going to see maybe a very aggressive push to hold on to C, but we're getting 2 coming down now from Garage, and yeah, it's all very tit for tat. They're not really, they're just poking and prodding at the moment, and they look to capture C here. Tyra snipes, And any old touch here from Germ now needs to get a couple of seconds on the board there. And while all of that was happening, Dazed were able to clear out B and cap it for themselves. And now they're scoring again, 190 to 214. I mean, this is as tight as it gets.
Yeah, this overshield is going to be big. But is it going to be in the favor where Waystation wastes a lot of time trying to get it and don't eventually end up getting it like it happened last time? Which is really why the reason we're at where we're at. And Tyra got the snipe. Tyra's looking for people. I'm not sure who has the overshield. Roddy's got the heat wave. And, you know, that was a great play by Dazed. Oh, they do
Mr.
have
CJ.
it. Mr. CJ has the overshield. So big play by him. And they're going to convert B into their favor and start scoring again. 212 to 214. Man, what a game. And it was big. It was big for the side of Dazed, as I was saying before. They pushed C because they had so many people just guarding B. So they decided to flip C and have an AC and force some of those players to come out and push either A or C. And then once they pushed out, they were able to control B. But that's a big kill by old Mr. CJ. They don't realize he's there. He does take a lot of damage, plays his life, gets the assist. It's getting to the nitty gritty, 242 to 212. The side of Dazed is going to need to step on something really quickly, or this game's about to be over. They need
5 seconds.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's going to be game for the.
Wow. Be extremely motivated. I think they're going to be confident in this, that, you know, if they win in their mind, you know, it's almost just a formality to win that finals player. So, you know, I just hope to see maybe a bit more measured, but you know, good aggression here. I think we could see a game go to time with the amount of slaying prowess on both sides here. So, you know, let's see how it goes.
I mean, I want to see who's going to get C. Control is huge, and it looks like both these teams have been fighting over C. Pretty evenly matched teams, so but 3 do go down for the side of Dazed, and that's going to put this game exactly tied by the time they all get out of the death screen. And the C control is really big for this first hill and the second hill, right? So being able to control this side of the map for these first 2 hills can get you off to the kind of lead that you want to be in to start Recharge King of the Hill. And the side that's been able to do it a little bit more effectively right now has been the side of Waystation. Even though it is a mosh pit, you know, going down into that down mid hill is a mosh pit. But having C control for the mosh pit, and then if you get the mosh pit or don't get the mosh pit, still having C control is big because the next one is on C plat.
Absolutely, and to your point, I mean, look at how much time they were able to rack up their Waystation with that C control there. Very concerted, directed effort from Dazed because they had to clear that out. And now with this much time on the clock for Waystation, it just puts so much pressure on Dazed Clan if they want to contest this hill. But it looks like they've just gone for the C wrap here and hoping to pick things up on hill 2.
I think they gave up on it and did the C wrap a little too early in my estimation. It was very close, and now 3 go down on that C wrap, and it's you know, they had only a little bit of time left as well for them. So 3 going down is huge. They're trying to get this shock rifle. A lot of shots come in from Roddy in the hill and just putting some damage down. He's just been really the MVP so far for the side of Waystation if I had to pick one. He may not be the best in the slays, but he's putting in the damage and he's playing the objective and he's getting the kills that matter, the kills that are important. As we look at Germ making a skill jump here, he's looking around. He doesn't see anybody to shoot. Looks back and forth. They are in back C and on hill. I don't know if he got the call out.
He doesn't know ramp.
Yeah, and they don't know ramp, but they are able to get him out. But they didn't know. And he's able to take a few down or take one with him. He gets to get taken. Oh, Mr. CJ does get taken out. So the scoring is still in the favor of Dazed, but Dazed is definitely in a deficit down a hill and down in time on this second hill, as a lot of damage goes on to the side of Dazed. They're out of the hill, but they have played their lives well. But this is a 3-man push coming through. Control. They're trading out some of the kills. That is 2 down for the side of Dazed. So it's going to be important. That goes. The third one goes down as one has spawned up, but they are trying to get some more time on this hill. This is very key. This is a real key moment in the match. We're going to see Delta if Dazed is able to apply the pressure and not allow this hill to be converted. But Scatter
Absolutely.
really, I don't know what he was doing there with the melee, but I thought he was playing a little sneaky game.
Happens to the best of us. I think when it comes down to it here, one thing I did notice while I was watching the HCS in Seattle or St. Lux, or sorry, Salt Lake City. One thing. Oh no! But the didn't notice. Oh my God, Shady!
But he didn't notice it, and he does get taken down. Shock. Oh, and a good shot by Shady. My goodness. They lose the hill. Great play by the side of Dazed to get the hill, but Mr. Shady, Mr. Slim Shady, shaving some heads off with this and getting the invis. My goodness, what a play. But back to your point about the HCS.
Oh, they were like, when it comes to Hill 2, we saw a lot of fighting over grapple control to get the angles onto C-flat.
They don't know he's there. They don't know he's there. He's still giving some people some headaches. He's giving some people headaches. And what a hill. That's a full run. Beginning to end, full wipe. As Dazed has got to regroup here down 2-1. They're not out of this, but they need to get this hill. That's a big kill by Ken. Ken taking down Shady. Now that Shady's been taken down, we're going to look here. I'm looking at the slays, and back and forth, it is pretty even amongst these teams. Big Phil's not able to get that win, but they are putting a decent amount of time on here. Shady coming back after coming back from the death screen, putting some damage in. He does take one down, but the trade comes in from my boy Trek. I mean, he's putting the time down. Trek. I don't know what the reference is here. I mean, so, but hey.
I don't believe there is one.
There probably is. You know, we don't understand it.
It's just a long trek, you know?
I love it. I love the amount of time they put on this hill, as finally Waystation's able to push Trek and Dazed out of the hill. And Viz is coming up, but Dazed is right back in that hill. And man, I mean, this is looking like another dominant hill from one team, 2-2. We've had two dominant hills back to back. The first two hills were really hotly contested and split. As it looks like Tyra coming in on the sneaky play, not able to get the kill. There's three there. They take Tyra down. That's 2 down for the side of Dazed. And Waystation is going to have control of back A, is what you want to have to control the spawns to be in your favor. They do have 2 on the hill. Hopefully that person does get back in there, and old Mr. CJ does get back into control of back A, sort of forcing the other team to spawn. The side of Dazed to spawn across the map. So they're putting a ton of time on this, and this could be another one where we're looking at like just a, start to finish dominating hill, because they only need a little bit of time, and they're getting a couple picks here and there. That's going to be a big kill here. They're able to take down that player from Dazed, and this is looking like a start to finish hill again for Waystation here to go up 3-2. And if you had to ask me now, I do not believe her prediction of going to time is going to happen here in this match.
They are both fighting tooth and nail for this. And I mean, we've got 2 hills left. We've got the Mosh Pit, and we've got C Plat, and like those were split last time. I mean, Waystation did get the first hill here, so you've got to think that they're pretty confident in themselves on this setup. And with Shady on Camo Box, that's a very nerdy spot, because it's very difficult to hit from the A side of the map.
They've been doing a good job. They did a good job of controlling that side of the C. They do eventually get pushed out. But, we have a very close hill here, as it was the first time around, as it looks like he's trying to go in. Who does? Oh, Mr. CJ gets taken down, but the cavalry does come through on the A spawns, as Tyra is able to take Roddy down. That's a big kill, but time is going in the side of Waystation, and they're going to have to push from the C and get them off the hill and start getting on the hill themselves, because there's not a lot of time left that they're going to do it, because this is really getting down to the nitty gritty. And that was a huge win, killing old Mr. CJ. And this could be another huge win. They do get the kill. He does take a little bit of damage. He's expecting the spawns. Good nade Good control. He's trying to get on that nerdy spot like you talked about, but he is getting shot from behind because the spawns came in
great team.
and the pipes. But they are team getting him down, and this is really huge. Oh, but they do take him down. It does look like Waystation has snuck into this hill as two go down on the side, and they really need to push it. They need to get Waystation off this hill now. They need to jump on the hill and fight because Waystation's about to put this series, and this series is about to be over. And I think it's going to be, unless they get on the hill, but he gets on the hill and he dies immediately. And I think I don't think there's anybody to get on it. And that's the end of the series. That